Exercise 6D, question 8. What does it say about the shape of the triangle on the end of the tent? What kind of a triangle is it? Equilateral. So equilateral means that the triangle, all sides are the same length. Okay? That's not, I just drawn that. But that just means x, x, x. Is that equilateral? Are we saying all the sides are the same? Yeah. What do we know about how tall the triangle is? It's 80 centimeters tall. Okay, how does that help me? I've been teaching you Pythagoras. This is not a right angled triangle. Yeah, the whole thing isn't right angled, but half of it is. This is a right angled triangle because that 80 is directly up and down. So if I drew just the right angled triangle, how tall is it? 80. How long is the hypotenuse? X. Because I cut the bottom in half, how long would the bottom be? X divided by 2. I know no one likes algebra. This is a problem with just like our education system. No one likes to do difficult stuff. But can you see how there's only one variable here? I only don't know what X is. As long as I only have one variable, I can solve anything. I can use algebra to do that. So you have Pythagoras. What does Pythagoras say? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. 80 is a. 80 could be a. X over 2 could be a. It doesn't matter. X over 2 squared equals, what's the hypotenuse again? You tell me. It's on the board. X squared. This is an algebra question now. So is there anything stopping me working out what 80 squared is? 80 squared is 6,400. I only know for a fact that I had my ignites in semester 1 last year. So I know that I taught index laws to them effectively. If you need to get this again, how does that power affect the fraction? It spreads like COVID to the top. It spreads like COVID to the bottom. So the top is going to be x squared. The bottom is going to be 2 squared. What is 2 squared? 4. See how it's cleaning up now? Does anyone like fractions? You do, but you're a unique individual. What's that line with the 4 underneath it doing? I'm dividing by 4. What is the opposite of dividing something by 4? Multiply. So if I times everything by 4, it's going to get rid of that fraction. So 4 times by 6,400 is going to be 25,600. You're going to have x squared left of the fraction. If I've got x squared and I times it by 4, how many x squareds will I have? 4x squared. See how it's even cleaner now? Do I currently have x squared on both sides of the equal sign? I don't want it on both sides. I want it on one. So I'm going to move them all over here. Right now I'm adding x squared. What would the opposite of adding an x squared to something be? So if I subtracted x squared from this side and I subtracted it from here, I used to have 4 of them. If I took one, how many would I have? 3. Say it out loud. 3x squared is equal to 25,600. Even cleaner now. Good. Because what's that 3 doing? You're timesing by 3. So I divide both sides by 3. So you're going to have x squared left by itself. 25,600 divided by 3 is a nasty number, 8533.33. I rounded that to 2 decimal points. See, I'm really close now. I'm 1 step away. What's the opposite of squaring something? X is going to be the square root of this bizarre number. So x is going to be 92.38. Oh yeah, because you rounded. Yeah, sorry, I should follow my rounding. My bad. 8533.33 is what I told my teacher on the board I was rounding to. Square root it. 92.38. to 2 decimal points centimeters. That's the hard part of question 8. I think the rest of it is not too bad. You're finding the area of a rectangle. You know how long or wide that rectangle is now. That's the hard part, and I'm telling you, it might be an advantage to you. It's not exactly the same question. The situation is slightly different, but you use the same algebra concept to answer it. It's only the last question, okay? But I need to do something to make the measurement more difficult, because if your test is just find the area of this, it is not hard enough for SACE. There has to be a trick one. It's not a trick. It's like that, okay?